Hello everyone, we're back with Everlasting Summer on the Oliana route. So when we last left off, Alyssa implied that, um, Oliana and I have an impure relationship because, it's entirely pure. Oliana up here, you know, you know what I mean, right? Like, you know, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Right? Should I, say it bluntly and that makes the joke, or should I not say it and then that makes the joke? It could go either way, really. So I'm gonna go with not saying it, and that makes the joke. So, I could say it bluntly, and that makes the joke, but not feeling it. So here we are. We're confronting Alyssa. Who told the camp leader that Oleana came at me at night? I don't know. She pleaded piteously. We discussed it this morning, didn't we? She said nothing and continued to look at me with fear in her eyes. Most importantly, what's the purpose of telling 1,000 lies? I really don't know what you're talking about. Oh, right, does she really? Her eyes filled with tears. Suddenly, I felt as if I was struck by lightning. What if she isn't guilty? And why do I think of her immediately? Anyone else could see this at night. You never know. Even Oyana herself could tell anyone. Are you sure? Asked harshly. Yes. Thought for a second, but this time it was just enough for Alyssa to escape. Now the only true solution is to talk to Olga. Um, if it's Lana, my suspicions are even further suspicioned. I found her at the canteen threshold. By that time, the sun had nearly disappeared behind the horizon. After all, you came back, she began. Olga, could you tell me honestly, who told you about it? I've spoken to Alyssa. It's not her. Oleana could do it herself. So who? In fact, I didn't realize why I should know this. Initially, I just smiled at Alyssa, but now... Well, she hesitated. Some strange girl. But this still doesn't. A strange girl? Well, yeah, it's not from our camp. It's... What? Wait, hold on. What? Cat girl? Why did she tell you about this? How should I know? Olga, but this is... Take a deep breath and turn away. I'm trying to think of any other girls not from the camp, but Yulia would be the only one. Because I don't think they think it would be someone from the Miku route world. The one where they're filming a movie. Why does she have to clearly lie? Although maybe she's trying to protect someone? Let's say... I can't even... Oh, she's lying? Oh. Alright. Said quietly and walked briskly away from the canteen. Wait, so was she lying? There's absolutely no desire to continue listening to stupid lies of Olga, so-called camp leader. I walked aimlessly, completely lost in thought. Are you on your guard duty? I heard a cheerful voice from behind. That was Oyana. Nothing special, just... Seems like there's no chance to find out Olga's informer, and yesterday's incident was hushed up somehow, so I decided not to think about it. What have you planned for an evening? Nothing, I guess. After all my frantic attempts to uncover the truth, I felt some inexplicable guilt before Alyssa and Oyana. Oh yeah, we need to go to the robotics club. What exactly was the guilt before Oyana was completely unclear, though. Then I have a suggestion. What is it? I'm taking a video cassette from home. Her eyes flashed conspiratively, and I couldn't even remember when I watched or heard something recorded on a cassette last time. With the cool movie on it. Where would we get a VHS then? What are cassettes? Like the small tapes or the big ones? Or can the term be used for both? Um, do you guys know what I mean? Like, would a cassette be like the big black ones? Like that you put in like, a VHS VCR? Because like, at first I thought a cassette was like the little ones, like, around the size of your hand. Hold on, I actually want to look that up, the more you know. Um, okay, yeah, the small ones are called a compact cassette. So, um, are they both the same? Are they both called cassettes, or, hold on, I'm actually, Kininarimas, um, hold on, uh, now, okay, they're both called cassettes, okay. I never actually knew what those were called. I'm familiar with the word cassette, but you know. The sword came at me from the past, but I decided to test whether my guesses about the time period in which I am replaced were right. At the Cybernetics Club, of course, there's nothing there, I said confidently. What about the back room? We're finally there. She was right. I could be there. Well, maybe. But anyways, it's too late and everything's closed. We find out what's in that drawer. Strange feeling appealed before Oriana was giving me a chance to refuse immediately. We can get there through the window, she grinned mischievously. Well, you know, maybe you're right. Wish we could get a key. It's Oriana. But I had it in my pocket. Just remembered about it. By the way, yes, I've got the key. Next time I better think before I speak. That's good. Then I'll quickly run to get the tape and we'll be right back and wait here. I wonder what movie it is. This is an 80s. What's an 80s movie? Like, was Back to the Future in the 80s? Back to the Future, and I'm not. Yeah, it was in the 80s. What about Ghostbusters? That was 80s? Yes. Okay, I'm on a roll. Groundhog Day, was that in the 80s? That was 90s. Oh, you see, I was just listing movies that I've been meaning to watch but never watched. I should really watch some movies. She disappeared before I could even open my mouth. It is strange that she was not surprised that the key to the Cybernetics Club mysteriously appeared in my pocket at the right time and the right place. But in any case, I've decided what to do next. The most right and logical thing was to not go anywhere with her. But my guilt got me. Though it seems to me that there could not be nothing criminal in watching a movie with her. On the other hand, even the most harmless occupation with Oriana could turn into absurdity. And that would be the best case. I just started forgetting about what happened this night, and about how I was frantically pulling the truth from Melissa and Olga. Just a couple of minutes, she returned. Thinking again? Looked at Oriana, a little bit uncomfortable. Are we going? Listen, you know, all your ideas are, let's just say, not entirely safe. And at the end, everything will end up badly again. Are you scared? No, I'm not. I'm just a grown man. I'm not really interested in such games. Grown man? She laughed. So, is this actually in the 80s, or is that just a guess by Semyon? Because this is just me assuming, because, you know, I didn't even know pioneer camps were a thing until I played this game. But I'm just going to assume they were still a thing until the end of the Soviet Union. When was that? Was it? It was in the 90s. I'm thinking 94, collapse date. 91, okay, yeah. Indeed, I forgot that I look 17 at most. What makes you think so? Really hard is it to accept, but I had much more to say. Thinking about it again, the whole time I spent here, I did not know any particular forethought, nor life experience, nor cold balanced assessment of the situation. Though the other answer is, did I ever show that in real life? Like in life, in general? Well, in fact, even if I think. I would recall some examples, of course, but... Okay, let's go! I was so offended by Oleana's words that I asked. And who's the real man, in your opinion? The one who's responsible for his actions. The one who does not do anything without thinking about the consequences. A person who is capable of taking good care of not only himself, but also of others. So, okay, that doesn't fit me. But, you know, and all that is not about you for sure. I should have laughed it off. I'm not pretending to be that anyways. And Oleana. She was absolutely right. I did not possess any of these qualities. But I always thought that not being 17 is all that's required. Seems like in general, there's no difference between me and other people. If I wish I could be exactly the same as they are. Is it all wrong? In fact, no, because in the camp I try to behave in the most logical, sensible, and proper way, like an adult. But even if Oleana says a different thing, then how can I get out of here? We came in. It took some time for Oleana to find the light switch. Presto! Hold on, bravo. Found the light switch. Exaggeratedly clapped my hands. Hey, stop making fun of me, she shouted. Okay, what's next? Here. Oriana came to the door of the second room, stood a while hesitating, and flicked it open. Okay, we'll finally find out what's in. I think it's this one that my cursor's kind of... There wasn't much space inside. It seemed like this room was used as storage. Boxes piled on the top of each other had formed some kind of alps, and a mini-scale various devices scattered here and there reminded me of the chaotic brainstorm. No idea what that is. Reading in the head of... Oh, in any sentence. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought I was referring to like some event or something. I was like, oh, no, I don't know. Bookshelves at the far wall made it clear that this is not a simple storage for unused junk. To the right of me, there's a TV set standing... Oh, standing in a video player next to it. Okay, I didn't see that. Interestingly, they're not Soviet. I could bet they're Japanese. Why does it? At least by sight. Not very surprising in those days, or more accurately for me, these imports already existed. What did I tell you? Oriana smiled triumphantly. How do you pronounce that word? Triumphantly? Well, yeah. Have you seen anything like that before? I have. Perhaps I've got a VCR too, probably. It's lying somewhere on the mezzanine in my house. Yeah, I wonder where our VCR is. I used to use it, like I used it frequently back like 5 years ago. You know, just watching movies, just because I have something to listen to as I go to sleep. Specifically, The Sandlot. That movie's mediocre at best, but I've rewatched it like 300 times. Just because, you know, having something to listen to is nice. Probably it's lying somewhere in the... Oh yeah. Seems like you're not surprised at all. What should I be surprised? Japanese TV set, radio player. You look like you often see such. Not too often lately. I agree lazily. You're so gloomy. Nevertheless, okay, take it. She handed me a cassette. I turned it over with my hands, but I did not find any sticker or labels on it. So what's on it? I don't know exactly. Because, oh yeah, oh god! I'm sure it's something very interesting. So a logo type of one of those well-known American film companies appeared on the screen. Here, watch. Rihanna even started fidgeting up of impatience. I'm watching. A few minutes later, it's a famous film from the 80s. It's about a robot from the future, set to kill someone in the past, and in so many years, some hero wouldn't be born. This is just a guess, because I don't watch movies, but is that Terminator? Interesting coincidence. You could say I was sent from the future too. So what, my mission to kill someone from the local inhabitants? I couldn't help but laugh. What's so funny? Oriana looked at me reproachfully. Oh, nothing. Seems as if you don't like the movie. Movie like a movie? I saw it several times. How can it be? Her eyes widened in surprise. Well, my friend gave a cassette to me. Oriana looked intently at me. Anyways, keep watching. Pointing at the screen. When the film was about halfway through, I heard someone trying to open the front door. It is said that when a person is weakening in one of the senses, the others are amplified. I was quite blind. I don't have any eyes, but heard it perfectly. Lights off, I whispered. What? Turn off the lights. Oriana realized that it's not time to argue with me and rushed to the switch. Meanwhile, I pressed the pause. I heard footsteps in another room and saw a flashlight flickering under the door. Wonder who decided to sneak into the cybernetic slip in the night? They are not here. Oh no, they're looking for... it was the voice of Olga. So the front door slammed shut and I said with relief, see that? Again, it's all because of you. What? Oriana stared at me with surprise. Why would she come here at night? Definitely she's searching for us. Also likely doesn't hear about your absence, but I'm registered at the camp leader's cabin. She thought for a while. Well, so what? So what? Why are you constantly looking for trouble? As if you like it. It's more fun this way. Is it fun when you're constantly scolded and punished? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. She laughed merrily. Eventually there are some rules. Well, till now you have evaded undesirable consequences, but who knows what will happen next. It can end up badly. You grumble like a granny, she said offended. And who said recently that I cannot be called an adult? Forget it, let's finish the movie. I decided not to argue with her. In the end, we were already on Olga's list, and an hour later, does not really matter. On Earth, each stress episode, Oriana jumped, screamed, and grabbed me, but... Oh, by the way, can you guys see Steam notifications? Because last time, like, I mentioned it, and when I looked back, because, you know, I had to label the video, because it got split into different parts, I didn't see it, so I was like, oh, that's weird. She grabbed me by the hand. I was not so keen on the film, but still pretended that I'm also interested. But one of my friends is playing Watch Dogs. Can you believe that? Watch Dogs, everybody. Watch Dogs! Apart from the evil robot, there's a good man from the future to prevent his evil deeds. Maybe I'm not here with the goal of becoming a ruthless killing machine, but on the contrary, to change or to prevent something? To prevent some event. For example, to keep someone from wrongdoing. The analogy is fairly interesting, but it's not based on any real facts. I don't have a shotgun in my hands, I'm not wearing a leather jacket, I haven't got a motorcycle to ride. Haven't even got sunglasses. Well, you don't have eyes, so you don't need them. Look. The next chase was shooting and destroying various types of wheeled and pressurized vehicles was unfolding on the screen. Do you think a good guy will win? I like how like my hands are up and I'm like cheering. Of course I knew the answer, obviously. Good always triumphs. I've never known how to pronounce it. I mentioned that a bit earlier. She said seriously. If we consider that Oleana often succeeded in their silly adventures, the meaning of the word good gets seriously twisted. Wait, you've already watched it. Yeah, I just wanted to know your opinion. Soon the film came to an end. On the final scenes, Oleana ran around the room trying to get a better view of everything happening on the screen without missing something. That doesn't work. Huh. She gasped with relief, then started the final credits. Liked it? You're asking, of course. That's good. And you, I can see, not really. She squinted slightly. Well, it's a film for the kids, after all. Oh, really? Well, yeah, so what? Nothing. She yawned and sat on the floor with her back against a pile of boxes. Probably it's time to go to sleep. I'm tired and won't go anywhere. As you wish. I'll better go then. Hey, wait. Oleana immediately jumped up and grabbed me by the hand. Will you leave me alone here? Well, if you want, I'll carry you to the cabin, I said uncertainly. In the end, I already experienced in that. I want to sleep here. She rummaged in a box next to her and took out some blankets and pillows. Again, the same story. I said, just think, Olga's already looking for us, and if we spend all night here... Well, firstly, she's looking for you. Nothing is sure about me, laughed Oleana. Even if it is so, then you'll be caught. What makes you say that? If I will get caught, that's okay. I'm used to it. Why are you so stubborn? There's only 100 or 200 meters to your cabin. As well as that, you couldn't say that Oleana was completely exhausted. I'm so tired. She wrapped herself in a blanket, turned away from me, and began to diligently portray loud snoring. Okay, then, see you tomorrow. Tried to leave, but Oleana grabbed me by my hand. Well, and how what? She didn't say anything. She looked as if I scared her. At the time, it was absolutely unclear what to do. Our little cassette adventure was an idiocy? Idiocy? It was idiot-like from the beginning. Now it's beyond my comprehension. I had no desire. What was the logic behind her actions? What was the meaning and motivation? However, despite all this, I couldn't say no firmly. Something stopped me. Maybe a sense of duty, or a pity, or the patience which must be shown when communicating with children. Okay, what do you want from me? Go to sleep with me. No! This Olga will get mad. Seems like I've already seen it somewhere before. And look in that drawer. I want to know what's in the cabinet. Well, let's assume. Turn off the light and nestled at her side. We've already gone into CG. Oh man, good thing it was summertime. Otherwise, sleeping on the wooden floor wouldn't be the best idea. That isn't even a wooden floor. The lack of a mattress is not even worth mentioning. Why you agreed so easily? I heard resentment in her voice. You asked, I did. In fact, I was completely convinced that Oleana will fall asleep quickly, as always, and I'll carry her to the cabin. Basically, it's a good plan despite the fact that I will again serve as the beast of burden. Hey, talk to me. Just sleep. You're the one who wanted to. Just talk. About what? Tell me something interesting about yourself. Funny stories from life. My life's not that action-packed. Nothing to recall at all? Even if I had something, telling her was not the best idea. Nothing at all. It can't be that bad. He turned to Oleana. She was lying with her eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. It can't, trust me. But it's so boring from time to time. She was silent for a while, then I smiled and said, But here, you had fun. Yeah, you know, I had moderate amounts of fun. Oh, that's true. I left. Will you remember this camp? We're starting to get out of here. Of course I will. And the others? I will. And me? And you. I said it all with an absolutely even tone, and to be honest, not really thinking about the meaning of her questions. And I will, whispered Oleana. Immediately I felt her head dropping on my chest and her hand wrapping around my neck. Comfortable? Yeah, she murmured. Haven't found a better place? She shook her head slightly. Well, let her lie like that. And yeah, maybe she'll fall asleep faster. Probably no more than 5 minutes passed when I decided to make a check and slightly pulled her shoulder. Her eyes are open. What? She asked without looking up. I noticed some unusual notes in her voice. Why aren't you sleeping? Look who's talking. The time was passing treacherously slowly. I decided to wait at least 10 minutes before the next check, but this second seems like hours. Eyes began to close slowly. I struggled to stay awake. Blinked for a moment, and woke up only to realize that my state was close to unconsciousness. If we just close your eyes for a minute? What's so terrible about that? Just for a minute. Just flushed through my head and immediately went off. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, hopefully this one wasn't too long. I didn't keep a timer. But we're almost done. Almost there, guys. See you guys next time.